Well, I'm Kenny Lowry, and today we're going to take a look at what we're going to call the Blue Ridge series of cascading falls. This is the first one that we put together here. This is actually rocks from the Sierra series and also the Spruce series, so we're intermixing two different series of rocks there. The Spruce series rocks, and they are shown over on the page with the Spruce series, are shown as individuals with the dimensions on them. So two of these top two here are part of the Spruce series. The bottom three there are part of the Sierra series, and then we have support rocks here in the back that are also part of the Sierra series. So it's a combination of the two. These rocks here tend to be 4 to 5 inches tall. The Sierra series do, and the dimensions are over there on that page. And the Sierras tend to be about 7 inches tall. So this is, we've got it on a slight slope here. This is going to be determined too by your slope. If you don't have a slope, or if you do have a slope, you're going to have to make those adjustments when you're doing your installation. This actually comes off of the basin, so the basin's up there, and it's probably 4 feet off the back here. So it's really not, that bottom rock is probably halfway onto the basin, half of it is off the back, or close to half. So it is, it extends beyond that. Now, we do not have a rubber liner in here. We kind of know what we're doing, so we were able to set this up and we don't have any leaking. If you're a novice, or if you're not comfortable thinking you can get it to not leak, then you may want to just have that liner. It's a liner basin install. We show that over on the info page, and the only difference would be, instead of doing the liner out the front, all the liner would come out the back. So then the rocks would set on the liner, and you'll still do the slope back in. That way, if you're getting any drips back in here or anything, it'll land on the liner and end up in the basin without a leak. Well, the way we have it set up, you certainly don't have to have that liner. We don't have any leaking going on here, so it's going to be up to your skill levels when you're setting it up. Now, Matt and I set this up. We already had the basin here. It probably took us a half an hour. It didn't take us long to set it up. It's just a matter of stacking the rocks. When we made these with pools. Each one of those rocks down there have a pool in it. So these are pooling rocks. They're not the flat top rocks. So each one of these, as it cascades down, falls into the pool. It's got a great sound. Matt said, I think he hit it perfect. It sounds like a stream. We have the Blue Ridge Mountains are right out there, and I can tell you it does sound like a mountain stream. It's I hadn't really thought about it when he said that, but that was the best description of the sound on it, because there's so much different sounds combining into one. With those drops down through there, and you got, I think we counted 5 or 6 different individual sounds in it, and they kind of all mesh together, kind of like a stream would do. So we have support rocks here in the back, and I'll get the camera and show you this. Now, you're going to see the hose coming around here. That's not something you'd see when you're installing. When you're installing, you're going to want to hide that, but we just have it set up here. We just finished setting it up not long ago. So I wanted to shoot this video and get it out there as soon as I could. It is a great looking fountain. It's probably probably the one that I would say, make sure you're able to do the installation. It's not complicated, but it's just a little more complicated than the easy ones where you just set it on top of the basin. And I will grab the camera, we'll take a close-up look. Hopefully you'll be able to pick up some of that sound too. Let me take this mic off. Now we're going to offer this in different series. This is a 5-stack. We're also going to offer it with this rock here off. I tend to like the way the water gushes out of there. Once in a while we have somebody that doesn't, then we can put a cover rock on it, or you can take rocks on your end, just kind of cover it. You don't want to make the water come out the back, so when you do cover it, make sure you're not losing water out of the back. There again, let you have that liner. But I actually like it when it gushes out of that top rock. But that's something that could certainly be covered. Right now, I'll go grab that camera. We'll take a close-up look. Just a beautiful water feature. Just really. When we come up with the design idea, I was excited about putting it together. So I could see it in my mind, but until you get it set up. And these rocks are quite large, so Remember, these are GFRC boulders. They're glass fiber reinforced concrete. We make a rubber mold of a real rock, and then we make it out of the GFRC, and we have a proprietary acid-based finish that we apply to it. I'll get up close there. Hopefully you can kind of see all they detail. As far as shimming goes, we did shim that bottom rock. I think you can kind of see right there. We have a shim on that. You want to divert the water to flow where you want it to. So shimming and things like that are stuff that you would do on your own end as part of the installation. You can see that second rock up there is kind of, or third rock up is dripping down on that second rock, but it's dripping down so that it stays in the basin. So you wouldn't want it to drip outside of the basin. So as we go around here, we'll kind of take a look at the side of it, kind of give you an idea of the depth of it. And we'll go here to the back. Now you're going to want to hide the back somewhat. You can use plants, you could use other boulders, things like that. It's not an unattractive thing in the back, but it's just a stack of rocks. That's what it looks like. We'll go around here and you'll see that hose. Remember, we have this kind of set up temporarily. We need to get a longer piece of hose and come and hide that up between the rocks, but we haven't done that yet. So you can kind of see it from this side. Just really a beautiful, beautiful water feature. And I'll make my way back down here now. You can kind of see those cascades as they come down the rock. And you can see that pooling effect there. I think you can see that. As always, if you have any questions about any of our products, you can reach us at a toll-free number there on the website. Also, our contact information email is over there. If you like a quote, just send us the item you're interested in along with your ship-to address, and we'll put together a quote and email that back to you. And if you like what we're doing here, hit the like and subscribe button. That way you get to see every time we come out with a new design. There'll be new designs in this series as well. This is just the first one.